What is up, everybody, NC?
JC and
We got some news for you today. And as always, we start out with the thumbnail here. Now, as you can see, Chia Putz, he finally grew some hair. And now he's like, oh, yeah, I'm not a skinhead. See, I grew hair. Well, you're not fooling anybody. But, he had to throw a little joke in at Fanatic. So here's his little hair joke.
I apologize right now because I'm starting to let my hair grow in. I'm not sure you can. So I'll get you Cena's number. Maybe you guys can work out a deal at that place.
I was kind of hoping Will Sasso would kick his ass, but oh well. It is what it is.
that would have been awesome. Could you imagine just Will Sasso going out there and just stuttering him but as his fat Stone Cold character? That would have been funny.
Hell yeah. No, that would have been great. But you know what's something that's not great? In fact, it's dire straits for WWE. You can now get a ticket at SummerSlam for the price of a pizza. For
Good
$25. All you gotta do is use the code DOUBLEJETS, so double jets, for Ticketmaster. You can get a $25 nosebleed shit ticket. I mean, you're probably gonna be up there with fucking like dead bodies, raccoons, wild dogs, fucking spider webs, but bums. But it's damn, it's a SummerSlam experience.
Yeah, it's the SummerSlam. Yeah, the SummerSlam experience is getting bitten by a rabid dog in the bleachers.
Hey,
that's yeah. Hey,
it's a souvenir, right?
Yeah, it's a souvenir. I mean, you got to go to the hospital and get like those 21 shots, but you know what? You got a souvenir. They won't let you take a chair no matter how much money you pay, but you get your souvenir. But I mean, $25 for a ticket. Those nosebleed tickets just a couple of days ago were going for $76, and even that was cheap compared to what they were last year. Last year they were $150 for the nosebleed seats. This year they were $76.10. Now they're $25.
Dude, this is like AEW house show ticket prices.
Oh yeah.
Like if they do like a local show and they're like, hey, you can get like 4 tickets if you buy a price of 4, you can get them $25 a pop. That's the type of deal that AEW is doing. But now WWE is doing it for their second biggest pay-per-view of the year. Pathetic.
It's pathetic. And you know what? I'm not going to buy the excuse of the location. Because look at the last 2 locations for SummerSlam. Last location was in East Rutherford, New Jersey. When I think, nothing against East Rutherford, New Jersey or Ohio, nothing against them. Great people there, great things to do there. But when you think summer, you don't think East Rutherford, New Jersey or Cleveland, Ohio. But that was, the last SummerSlam was in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and the one before that was in Cleveland, Ohio. So it's not the location. It's definitely not the ticket prices because they're way lower than what they've been the past 2 years. What it is, it's the creative. Point blank simple. Like, no one wants to go to see a bunch of rematches.
But even then, like, the big sell point of this should be Brock Lesnar's retirement. It's his hometown. And even then, it feels like a fart in the wind to this whole card. It feels like an afterthought.
Because they didn't build it, and they've treated it like it's an afterthought. That's a good point. They've treated the CM Punk Cody Rhodes match like it's more important than Brock Lesnar retiring. That's how stupid this booking is. Like when we talk about Triple H's bad booking, that's horrendously bad booking. Brock Lesnar retiring should be the biggest thing on that card. It should be the most important thing. It should be way more important than some goofy Cody versus CM Punk match where there's no heat, or some Roman versus Seth match with no build. That should be the focal point. That should be, honestly, it should be the main event. But Night 2 main event, absolutely. But because Triple H is a horrible booker, he's treated it like an afterthought.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if this is Brock's last match, let him go out huge. And that's what he does, is he disrespects these veterans. He did it with AJ Styles, had him retire on a Royal Rumble. Why? Had John Cena retire at Saturday night's main event, which is disrespectful. Same thing with Goldberg. Who knows what he's going to do with Rey Mysterio when the time comes? You see what he does to all these veterans, and it makes you hate him. Like, more so than usual, because you're like, dude, these are his contemporaries. You think he would go out of his way to give them a good farewell? No, if anything, he disrespects them more than Vince ever would, even if he hated him.
No, he does, and it's a shame, man. It really is, because like with Brock retiring, that should matter. And honestly, I think, like, in addition to the staleness and the ticket prices and them, talking crap about the fans, I think one of the things that's hurting the attendance at SummerSlam is just the lack. Is like John Cena retired, Brock's retiring, all those big stars that you were invested in, they're going away. What's there to really go for?
Not a damn thing, man. It's
Right.
going to be a flop. And, they're already talking about a attendance drop. So 23.5% in 2026, despite remaining near historic highs. So this is, Meltzer was blowing this open, and he said, yeah. So they used to average, what was it, 10.8 fans per live event. And that was for last year. And then they dropped down, and now it's like an average crowd of around 6,000 to 7,000 was viewed as good in the past. Now they're getting about, what is it? They say 10,000. I don't buy that. I think it's more like 9,000.
Probably, yeah. I'm not buying that the numbers are even as good as WWE is reporting them, but yeah, this just goes to show that like the chickens are finally coming home to roost. It took a while. Like it took way longer than it needed to, but here they are. What you're looking at right here, what you're seeing right now, with the ticket prices being what they are, as low as they are, the lack of attendance, just the constant negativity, just the lack of viewership for WWE. What you're seeing are those chickens finally coming home to roost for Triple H, and it's going to hit him. It's going to hit him, and he may be fine now. Wait about 6 months. Wait after 6 months after all this. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, real quick. I just wanted to point out that this is almost like this is more than 25. When you go from 14 to 10, that's more than 25%. I think they're underselling that.
No, I think they're underselling it for sure. I just look at the ratings. Look at the ratings. Look at the ticket sales for SummerSlam. I mean, look at the fact. I mean, like people want to have fun at and pleasure themselves to the look at the amount of people that were in Madison Square Garden. Do you remember the setups that they had just a couple years ago at Madison Square Garden? It was the entire arena. It was that little cramped entrance that they had to come through because they were able to seat all those people. Not anymore.
No, not anymore. Now they're struggling. So chickens are coming home to roost. But let's go ahead and talk about what's going down with Logan Paul. So he's trying to get a big match going for SummerSlam, and maybe they had something going at Fanatics. We'll see. I say that match is too big for SummerSlam. Save it for WrestleMania. Build on that shit.
Well, absolutely build on that, but then again, is this gonna work? No, I don't think that adding Tom Brady in a match. I mean, it may help, but I think the only thing that's going to help is to bring back a huge star within the wrestling business, and that's not Tom Brady. He's a big star in football and in sports, but he's not a big star in the wrestling. That's not going to get a wrestling fan to have to go and pay tickets to go see SummerSlam. The only thing that's going to work right now is The Rock. They could try all these other gimmicks, all this other BS, and it ain't going to work. The only thing that's going to work is bringing back The Rock.
I think they're planning on it. You saw Seth Rollins dropping a little hint about it, but now they even had Justin Bieber show up at Fanatics. What's the point of paying him money? You could literally just have Grayson Waller go out there and impersonate him. Nobody would know the difference.
Well, and it's for Fanatics or Fanatics Fest or whatever it's called. What's the point of paying? Because they had to pay him a pretty good amount of money, I would assume.
Right.
Why? Why would you pay him
I don't fucking know, man. I just don't understand. They better not bring him in. But anyways, Saturday night's YouTube viewership. Look how pathetic this is. Off of YouTube, their official website, they got, like over 200 million subscribers on YouTube, and this is the best they can fucking get.
Yeah. Well, the thing about, so context about this. So this is 2 minutes after 265,000. You figured it would have been more. Like, even with 2 minutes after, you figured it would have been more. This is airing globally. It's on YouTube. YouTube is a global platform. Why wasn't this 2.6 million viewers right after the event? Watch it. Why weren't it that many people watching live? Because, it ended up getting over 1 million views on YouTube. Okay, great. That's great. They should have had that many people watching live. Or at the very least, 100,000 for a global show for WWE. No, nothing. You got 256,000 views. Great.
Well, it tells you there's no heat there. That's what it all really comes down to. It all really comes down to the fact there's no heat. Nobody cares about Saturday Night Main Event. The last Saturday night main event that people cared about was the one John Cena was on.
Exactly.
After that, it ceased to exist as a show in most people's eyes. You can put it up for free on YouTube. It don't matter. You still got to sit through ads anyway. So yeah, most people are like, fuck it. I'll check this out when I get the time. And that's what it came down to. That's why it got the million views. And even then, I highly doubt that those were authentic.
How many
million people? Exactly. So just saying. So that's going on. But Roman, he teamed up with Jalen Brunson. I guess because people think that a lot of NBA fans are going to tune on to WWE and watch him come over with the other dude, Cat. Nobody cares, dude. It's basketball and wrestling fans. There's not this huge connection. You saw when Jericho showed up, in overtime, and all those NBA fans were calling AEW ass-eating wrestling. That's what NBA fans think of wrestling. They don't respect it. They don't think it's baller. They don't. When they watch a wrestling match, they don't say that was ball. They say this is fake. That's what they say.
Right. That's exactly what they say. And that's the thing. Like, I get you're in New York. You're at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks won the finals. I get it. It's all for New York. But you got to understand, WWE, you have an international audience. You're going to have way more people watching that don't give two flying craps about the Knicks than do. Like, hey, nothing against the Knicks, nothing against New York. I'm just saying that you have more people watching it outside of New York than you do in New York. Sorry.
Right, and I get it. Yeah, it's the New York Knicks. They're in Madison Square Garden. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you can't compare this shit to, like, Dennis Rodman or Karl Malone coming in, or Master P, or any of, like, the huge WCW crossovers that they had back in the day.
Yeah,
this shit's stars, it's lukewarm,
Well, they're stars within New York. They're not stars internationally.
Right.
Right,
just saying. It's a different story. But, you could buy the exclusive heavyweight championship replica title belt that you saw on TV.
$700
for only $700. Steal.
That is can we like mark the prices down on this? I mean, do you really need $700 for this TKO, or could you maybe like make, I don't know, 400 and be okay? Could you live if you like maybe charged at most 400 for this?
Hey man, that's real cubic zirconia right there, okay?
That's right.
That's real electroplated steel, okay? That's the real shit.
Those plates are real aluminum foil.
That's right.
we didn't factor that into the equation. A high quality belt like that absolutely has to cost $700.
That's a lot of Barks root beer cans and Pepsi cans that went into making that, man. That's craftsmanship.
It is, man. They should bring back the that like Earth. Remember, like Daniel Bryan the heel vegan gimmick that he had, the belt that he had. Bring something like that back. Like, can we have like a psycho vegan character on the show?
Well, even if they start doing, because they're already trying to make as much money as they can off of belts, I say just bring back all these belts from the past that like even had like
It's an idea.
For example, I'm sure it's already up there, but the spinner belt. I'm sure a lot of people would like to have the John Cena spinner belt. A lot of people would love to have the Smoking Skull Championship, the old school ECW Championship, even the old school hardcore title. There's a lot of titles that I'm sure people would like to have. They probably already have like half of those already on the site, but I'm just saying, might as well go for it. People are going to buy it. They will, so.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have, no, totally. I mean, if they don't have the ECW belts, WCW belts up there, what are you doing? I mean, they own the IP for that. Just put it up on there. Put it up on the shop and see if people buy it. I'm pretty sure some will.
Oh, yeah. Well, people love nostalgia, especially when wrestling is dying. We'll go back to the good stuff. That's how it is. So, I don't know why they felt the need to do this, but WWE invited the biggest cuck dork retard streamer ever, Neon, to Saturday Night Main Event. And made out like he was this massive star. Didn't even mention the fact that Chuck Liddell was chilling behind him. Like that to me is the fucking legend. Chuck Liddell's the legend, not this little fucking geek that gets punked on all the streams. Who gives a shit?
How do you have Chuck Liddell in the crowd and you barely mention him? Like,
I don't even think they mentioned him.
Oh my God. What is wrong with them? I mean, come on. Like, that guy's an actual, like, I've never heard of this Neon guy. I've never heard of him. He looks boring to me. I got nothing against him. I don't hate him, but he just looks boring. Like, there's people that when you look at them, you could tell, okay, they're probably boring. I look at him and I go, he's probably got the personality of a dead skunk, Like, I don't know. Nothing against the guy, but
I really think he's just famous for humiliation rituals at this point. Because, like, I look at this guy and he's always streaming with all these famous people like Clavicular and fucking Aiden Ross and all these other, like, top-level streamers. He's always doing this streamer bullshit. and he's always made to look like the little fucking dorky kid that got invited along. You know, it's like,
God.
I don't understand how he has a platform, honestly. He's so pathetic. His own girlfriend makes fun of his small dick. I love that fact. I watched this what was it, Aiden Ross's little boxing promotion that he did, and he was on the commentary stream, and so Quentin Jackson was bringing up, he's like, hey, because his girlfriend was up there, hey, how little is his dick?
Oh no.
And she's all like, I plead the fifth.
Oh no. Why are these fucking, like, these talentless, charismaless jabronis, why do they have, like, so many fucking people following them? Did they do some, like, satanic ritual to, like, get all those people following them? Whose dick do they suck to get that popular? With like, no talent.
Probably Aiden Ross's dick or Andrew Tate's dick or both. Who knows?
But speaking of the Tates, they're in prison now, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I love it how he got arrested in, like, some 1980s designer woman outfit, like a purple blouse on,
bro,
with fucking white khakis. What the fuck is this shit,
bro? Yeah, and when he goes to prison, is he gonna do the thing from Chappelle? It's like game blouses.
He is. Yes. So that's what's going on with
just real quick. Just imagine him dancing like a fairy in prison.
Oh, he's going to be blaring it. It forgets me. He's going to be getting down. He's going to be happy. Him and his bro are both going to be happy there.
He's finally going to be happy. Like, that's the thing. Is like, with them going to prison, they're finally going to go where they belong, you know?
That they did. That's the thing, is he always makes it out like, yeah, all these guys are fucking losers. Look at all these fucking losers that signed up to get my streams, you know. I was just pawning off these 16-year-old Ukrainian hookers. You know, right. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, are you supposed to be an idol? Are people supposed to look up to some shit like that? Especially when you're a gay dude on the side and you don't even fuck them. It's like, it's weird, dude. It's just some weird gay pimp shit.
Everyone should say to him, well, at least we're not behind bars.
Yeah, and behind another dude, too. Just saying. All right, so they finally found a location for it. They found this abandoned ballpark over in Houston called Daikin Park. And
Daikin?
Yeah, you're going to see some Daikin out there, especially with Rhea and Io. But no, they got Daikin Park over in Houston. It's supposed to be capacity of 41,000, but I highly doubt they're going to fill that. It's going to look like shit on TV. I mean, because that's the thing, too, is like with at least the MLB show that AEW did, it was a small confined thing outside of the arena. This shit is the actual ballpark. It's not going to look anything like Petco Park on TV. I could for sure tell you that.
And that's the thing with Petco Park. It's like not to suck San Diego's dick too much, but, you know, like in addition to the weather being nice, like the Petco Park, it's got an open top ballpark. You could see the sunset. You could see the water in the distance. That's an atmosphere. This is not an atmosphere. No offense.
Nah, it looks like shit. I'm just saying it.
It does.
It's beat rate, especially for WWE and one of their top pay-per-views. But get excited though. They're bringing back War Games.
War Games.
So hopefully we'll have William Regal come out and warble War Games one more time. And we'll have a pointless 4-on-4 match. What I'm guessing, if they're smart, it's going to be Rock's dudes versus Triple H's dudes. If they do that shit, maybe they'll get people talking. If not, it's going to be deader than shit. It's probably going to be, what I'm guessing, is Bloodline versus